Hello, Mark Epstein here, speaking to you from our offices here in Sacramento, California. And today we're going to talk to you about Lesson 6. And this is dealing with importing data as far as custom data. And again, this is going to be one of the more difficult lessons that your students will find to complete. Um, and it's really focusing on, as far as to do this, is to use spreadsheets. And the lesson in the video has been designed as far as to create those spreadsheets in Excel, but I have been finding over the past year that I have increasingly been using Google Sheets as my way to create the custom data for importing into ArcGIS Online. Now, one of the things in dealing with creating the custom data is you need, as far as your point data, as far as the coordinate system, and obviously the most common is latitude and longitude. And here is an opportunity to discuss with your students latitude and longitude, the difference between the traditional way of expressing latitude and longitude and how it is expressed in a digital environment. Is in the traditional way we talk about degrees, north and south, and many times in minutes and seconds, whereas in digital geography it gets expressed in degrees decimal, and rather than north and south designations, we refer to of using the algebra quadrants, so that north latitude are positive and south latitudes are negatives, and east longitudes are positive and west longitudes are negative. So that when you do your data table, your positives are fine. They don't have to put a plus sign in front of their numerical values. But when you are dealing with coordinates from the southern and the western hemispheres, they need to put that negative sign in front of the coordinate. Another thing to be careful with your students on this is, as far as when creating the spreadsheet, you need to have the headings. Now, I typically start when I create my my spreadsheet with the headings being latitude and longitude, and then whatever other descriptive or attribute data that I want to have in there. Another thing to watch for, as far as on those headings, as far as particularly latitude and longitude, is correct spelling, because when you import it, ArcGIS Online is looking to match that heading for its coordinate system. Now, if it does not find it, you get a dialog box where you can manually set and match the latitude to if latitude, say, is misspelled, then you can match the misspelled heading to the latitude. So that comes up as a dialog box. Now, one thing too that is in the video need to be very careful of is that you need to save the students need to save the spreadsheets into a CSV format to have it read by ArcGIS Online. And this is one of the reasons why I've been dealing more in Google Sheets, because that is much easier to do in the Google Sheet format than it is in the Excel worksheet. You've got a button you see on the video on formats, and many times it's difficult to find the CSV, and there are multiple CSV formats in there, where the one that you want to use in Excel is the comma separated delineated value. This exercise, the way it's structured, is asking the kids to find 10 locations in their community to find the latitude and longitude, and they go back to iTouchMap to find the latitude and longitude for those points, and to create the spreadsheet and to import it in. Now, if you've got something in content area that you want to substitute for those 10 places in the community, be free to do so. As you know, as I've said, as I do encourage the students, the teachers, as exercises come along, is if it fits into something that you can do with your content, go ahead and substitute. And also a big reminder of when the kids, as far as are designing and making their maps, is before they submit them, to remind them to make sure that they share. So we're getting down there, almost done. From this lesson, the next step is teaching your students how to do on-screen digitizing. So next time as we move along, and wish you enjoying and working with your kids on this lesson.